Hi class, this is Samantha Lopez and this is my call to action speech. My topic is welfare and drug testing. So, did you know that in 2018, 5.6% of total government spending went to Americans' welfare programs? That may not seem like a lot of money, but according to Lexington Law, it was $445 billion spent on these programs in 2018. Welfare is a government program that provides financial aid to individuals or groups of people who cannot support themselves. This program is funded by taxpayer money and allows people to cope with financial stress. Franklin D. Roosevelt can be said to be the creator of this program in 1935. To apply for welfare, all you need is identification, proof of residency, and your total gross income. Another thing that needs to be implemented in the application process is a drug test. People who are abusing drugs should not be allowed to be on these programs. These programs were made for people who do not make enough money to support themselves and their family. If someone is able to spend money on drugs, then they should not be able to receive assistance. The results of the survey by National Household Survey on Drug Abuse showed that 50% of welfare households are more likely to abuse drugs than non-welfare households. If half of the welfare recipients are abusing drugs, shouldn't we be doing something about it? Implementing drug testing in the application process and throughout the person's benefits would help cut down on taxes, it would cut down on drug abuse, and it would cut down on government spending on welfare. According to Lindsay Koshdarian, Americans spent $80 per paycheck on welfare-based programs in 2017. Now this is just the average American. The people who make more than the average American, they can put in almost 10 times the amount of money per paycheck, if not more, for welfare-based programs. This is a lot of money, and if we cut out the people who are abusing drugs on welfare, that would cut down the amount of money we put towards taxes and allow Americans to get more of their hard-earned money. Some people will argue saying that drug tests will cost taxpayers money to pay for these as well. But what should be done is the recipient should be paying for their drug tests. If they know they are not abusing drugs and they need assistance, they should be able to pay for drug tests. People all over the world, at jobs or in certain school programs, have to pay for these things as well, and we should expect the same out of welfare recipients. If we started drug testing recipients, the amount of people on welfare will go down. With this, we have less government spending on these programs and could put it towards something more useful like education, healthcare, or paying off our millions of debt we have. Another thing drug testing will do is help the drug issue we have in America. If people realize that they can no longer get help from the government on drugs, it can motivate them to get clean. Plus, when people let drugs take over their life, this is where they stop caring about other things and give up on life. If they realize they do not have welfare to help them, they will realize they have two options: either get clean and get a better life, or stay like this and end up dead. Drugs are increasing more and more every day in the U.S., and implementing drug tests for these welfare programs will teach people that they have to do things without drugs and do things fairly. One last thing to touch on is there are several people on welfare who do exactly what they are supposed to do and are using it to help themselves out of a hole. If people who are abusing drugs are allowed on the program, we are taking away more money from people who actually need it versus people who want to spend it on drugs. In the end, welfare is a program that was made to help people who need assistance to live. The program has spiraled out of control and several people abuse the benefits. By implementing drug testing, this will cut the numbers of people on welfare down, give taxpayers more of their money, and allow more spending spent on the necessities of the United States.
I don't think we count how many minutes.